Hello and welcome back to Humankind. Now we are in the contemporary era, so the game is really in its last stages. We've reached the end game with that, even though the end game on this difficulty and of this speed level is taking ages. Get the pun? Well, anyway, let's continue. We have still some stars coming up, so that's good for our fame levels, of course. And also we got our oil now finally in, well, our empire with the outpost that we have in the new world. How very good with that. We can finally get some planes out there, and planes I want to get. We're building some aerodromes right now, so, well, airports basically, military airports that we're building there in Paris and in Aachen, our main cities. Despite the size, despite Paris not looking so big, right? Especially with its, well, fully built out territories, it pushes a lot of industry there. In fact, it pushes more than, for example, Aachen, which just has, well, 1,200 signs there. But still, Paris and Aachen are not that far away from each other, even though Paris is looking smaller. We're going to change that, of course, by building our emblematic districts then. Aerodrome it is now. After that we push the research quarter, we have a nice location for that, as we can see, with 153 science outposts here, those research quarters. And I could have another one over there for another adjacency bonus then around it. We could do this. Let's build the district right now. I will though interrupt that by having a couple of planes on the way then. And we still, of course, want to continue here in Paris with more districts. And I'm still dreaming about merging Aachen and Paris there into one big, giant mega city. That's the goal. Now, another thing with that new era, we have unclaimed wonders. Unfortunately, only three are left. The Christ, Empire State Building, and the Sydney Opera House. Now, let's have a look. The Empire State Building gives me 20% money generated from ongoing trade on all cities, which is just a very good money booster there in general. The Sydney Opera House gives me 10% food, money, industry, and science on a calm city, plus stability on top of that. I think I like this one more, since money is okay, but, you know, 20% more money on all cities. Okay, we do have some trading. It gives us some money there. Unfortunately, we can't even see how much we get from our trading, right? Well, doesn't matter. I will still take the Opera House, because I think on a city like Aachen, for example, we can push the science there even further. That's just really nasty there. Let's take this one. I do have, or I am above my city cap. We have the city here still that I would like to raise or ransack. So let's go ahead and do this one now with a unit that I hopefully can do it. Alright, let's take those horses there. And perhaps with those horses we can do it right now. Yes, we can. Perfect. Let's destroy it. Takes one turn. And then we can make an outpost out of that. My other units, yeah, they're suddenly going to wait over here at the border of the Sulu. I still don't know how I would like to use these units then. Perhaps we can upgrade them to something once I have it unlocked. Right now I can't do anything with them, so we're just going to wait here. And I would probably also like to use some of my planes then to help me on this battle. By the way, we've also gotten a few more strategic resources popping up, namely electronics or aluminium. I thought it would be electronics. It's aluminium, actually, that we need for planes, right? For bigger and stronger planes then. So that's something we can finally get. I still need to research something, and that is the aerial warfare. Now, Amsterdam is still growing. We're still training some troops here, musketeers, at the end of it. And then we're also going to have that research or institute being over here with the 90 science that we can make it go for. And then probably also one here. Very nice. I love these buildings. On the other hand, we could still push some more science now over there, right? To get these adjacency bonuses. That we should be doing. And in Rotterdam, we're doing it already anyway. And I will also have one here, so we can have then like 4 around it to further boost the science there. We still need a lot of tech, right, in the end game, and I do need to reach those higher techs there for my space missions. So that's something. That's a victory condition, actually. My units, we're going to merge them here, by the way, to make them a bit stronger overall. Here we finished it, so let's build the outpost right on top of it. Very nice. So we have now 3 outposts here. Problem is, first of all, none of them have any strategic resources, but we are surrounded by normal empires, not independent empires, so I'm not expecting any barbarians to invade there. Attaching them to Vienna right now is a bit risky, because Vienna is already so unstable. Actually, it's pretty fine now, since the war is over. Let's stop the musketeers there. We are having a garrison now. We could attach it. This one gives me some nice... Oh, it gives me actually some nice research quarters there, from what I can see. Yep, that was a huge boost. Like 300 more science per turn that we get out of this one now utilizing it. But stability is not looking the better. So the garrison here is doing a good job. And I will probably build then a couple more here at the edge, right? Where garrison should be far away. And also boosting stability there. There's also some troops kind of coming, so I'm hoping for that. Let's end the turn. There's nothing else that we should be doing here now. I'm continuing, of course, with some trading. We should always trade everything that we get from the Austro-Hungarians because they're our allies and they're very weak allies. So, well, they're basically not really want anything from that. The prices are really, really low and the bonuses are just juicy as whatnot. The English, well, we've basically got everything from them. The Mongols, we've got everything from them as well, especially the saltpeter that we not need that much anymore. There's some dye here still to be had. Very good. I take it. I take it. And also some lead that gives me the science bonus and stability. Very cheap. So let's get both of them. And trading with all of them is just so important because it diversifies and minimizes our risk. The Zulu, we are going to war with them pretty soon, but in the meantime, we could still get us the industry and stability bonus that we need. Very good. We still have so much money. I don't even know what to do with all of that. And another science osmosis for 3,500. So in the next turn, we are finishing that research quarter at a research institute. And produce at least 1,000 money per turn on a city and produce at least 5,000 food. And there we have it, the research institute.
Ever more perplexing questions.
Very good indeed. Nice fame booster there as well. Also, we can go for some more tech now. And since we have many melee units, not only planes, let's go for the amphibious warfare that gives me the rifles. And these are gunner types that I can upgrade then once again. I still, however, on this way need to research the military coordination. Gives me the howitzer and the military school. Not that strong overall. The line formation then that gives me very important here. The entrenching tools allows the gunners to duck in, so we can duck them in, and they do more battle, more damage. Also, the army hospital gives me another slot for each army, and the line infantry. That is just, you know, some of these barbarians already have better units than we have in this area, in the infantry area, so we should not let this happen too much. Then we have the trench warfare that goes for the heavy machine gun here and the siege artillery. Both of them not that much needed, but very important then here, the rifle unit. And further down the line, I think here we still have one more melee unit, infantry unit somewhere. We'll just find them anyway. It doesn't matter. We have planes at this point. So there we have it. Aachen has finished its aerodrome and we can now have the biplane. Also, monoplanes offer aerodynamics advantages over the biplane. Their structural weaknesses mean that the twin wings have gained early dominance in the skies. This one, our very first plane, it's a fighter, patrol aircraft, lots of damage. And of course, it fights above. Let's get us the first biplanes on the way there. What happens actually if we push this one now towards Industry 4? Not that much, to be honest. I think we're going with full industry for now in Aachen. And in Paris. Paris. Have we finished it there too? We have. Let's get us some of them as well after that. Research Institute. And here as well, I would like to push probably for more industry. We're not losing that much research out of it. And we still have lots of these here available. So industry per mega quarter, those infrastructure programs, it might be wise to also finish them now as we speak. They only take one turn each and boost all the mega quarters, and we just have so many of them to just add them as well. Same would be in Aachen. There we have it, industry on mega quarters, industry on the mountain fields. There we have industry per worker, so that's in general just a very nice boost. Poisoned Whispers. Over the years, you have been advised by an interesting motley of counselors, from cryptic spiritualists to straight-talking soldiers, but none have captured the imagination of your people like the monk of Amsterdam. The long-haired, common-born, oh my goodness, it's Rasputin. Unfortunately, although he offers you illuminating perspectives, the people despise him and his folk wisdom. Now demand his exile. Assassinate him? Ah, that pushes me away again. Both of them are pushing me away, but this one not so much. Let's assassinate him. What happens? I'm curious what happens out of that. Let's end the turn. We are going for the line infantry now ourselves then. Nothing else to happens this turn, it seems. Line formation. That has been researched though with an osmosis, so the next slot we have, and the line infantry we have now. Let's just have a look. We can upgrade them, all of them now. Ooh, that's very expensive though. 47 to 48. 49. They have +1 combat strength. They have nothing else other than that, I think. Alright, of course this is a 2-star unit, this is a 1-star unit. If I upgrade the next one here. They're almost equal to musketmen, to musketeers, almost equal, and just a tiny bit stronger. But that's it, really. We can upgrade now the halberdiers with that, and that is a big bonus, though. So let's do that. There's also those guys now. I would like to destroy them. Let's go for it. We are protected, they are having the higher ground. Going to be interesting for sure. This one unfortunately is stuck outside. I can start the attack.
Take aim, fire.
That was bad. I think this is going to take quite some time. Because both of us have quite a lot of health. Alright, and then it was just a battle between two, well, regiments, more or less. That skirmish is over, so those barbarians have been destroyed in the process. I'm still building something here. Look at Nock and Munich. They've merged together, so they're one giant big city there. The same is happening then here, Aachen, Paris, and then Amsterdam and Rotterdam. I like that, how dynamic that feels as well. Those guys here can wait now again. Still haven't built my first plane yet. I would wait for that before I do anything else against the Zulu there, especially. Since they're pretty strong anyway. We could just look at our development. Another osmosis that should, it doesn't, but almost finish my next attack. Let's end the turn. There we have the trench warfare. So now we have the heavy machine gun if we want to build them. And we're boosting right for the amphibious warfare. This one gives me the rifles. That is a real upgrade, the next one. And we can boost the science there again right away. By the way, my ally here is not looking so bad anymore, Austro-Hungary. It's expanding, especially in the New World. They decided to do that, right? Also in the New World, I'm going to push the aerodrome now, so we can build them planes here a bit further outside, because I don't think I'm going to need them here closer, right? So, but I think I will need them a bit further outside. It feels a bit more balanced out then, especially for that. And then we can have the planes here in the New World as well. A city for everyone, Vienna, is now vast and teeming with life. But the builders of yore designed it with countless steep steps, narrow doorways and high curbs. As such, it cannot be said to be as accommodating to some as it is to others. Your architects have drawn up plans for a grand act of modernization, a redesign which would bring accessibility, ease and safety to as many souls as possible. At significant cost, they await your decision. That's just a byproduct there at significant cost. 500, we do get a compromise out of that. Pushes us, celebrating. Quite a few steps there away. Again, modernize it. We are at the end of it, but we do get to sign it or ignore it. That would be bad overall. Let's go. Stability on all cities, celebrating on Vienna. 500 coin for 10 stability is not a lot. Let's rather go for
You have reached the end of an
the
ideology
science
axis.
bonus for a bit of
all the
reduced
epithets
income.
other
That's fine.
empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
This one is really bad just overall that we do get that English sphere of influence here, right? Because it's separated from the rest of me. I will need to do something about that pretty soon, I think. Otherwise, I will never be able to get my stability really up. Ah, there we have it. Capabilities of moving military assets between the domains of land and sea is essential for maintaining the edge of war. And then we do get now the rifles and also the landing craft and naval transport embarking. So this is really quickly transporting units across the ocean then. Also, we have some available techs again that we could use now. I could go for the aerial warfare. Yeah, for the aluminium. And then it also gives me a better fighters already. Huh. How about that? And then probably uranium enrichment. So I do have some uranium deposits on my territory. So that would be my next one. I'm still looking out for that city cap increase. There is none to be had, I think. Unfortunately, somehow. There's nothing. And there we have it already researched with another civic osmosis event. Some real nice, beautiful planes there. The uranium enrichment is now on its way. So actually, the planes that I'm building right now are outdated, are they not? Oh, right. Aluminium would be the one that we need though for them. But then, yes, they would be outdated already. Let's stop production of these planes in Aachen and in Paris. Because we are probably going to push for the better version than right away. By the way, the first planes are flying around already. They are just decoration, I think, though. Where do we have now my aluminium? There we have it, for example, in this territory, which is attached to Paris. Is it right? It is. So let's attach it. Let's focus this one first. And then we should have a second one somewhere. There it is. Vienna. Another artisan quarter. Let's push this one up there right away. By the way, it's just ridiculous how strong Vienna is when it comes to science. So I would like, to have these mega quarters there being finished then as well. So that's 2 of them. At least one strategic resource that I have plenty of in my territory. It's not happening often, right? There is another one here somewhere. There's uranium that we can claim still. There's the oil. Definitely saw something out here though. Not there anymore. There it is. Very good, Rotterdam. There we have another one. So I've got 3 aluminium available at least. Let's push them. Inconvenient truths. There has been an unsettling turbulence to the weather in recent years. The seasons seem less reliable than they once did. Though scorned by many of their peers, several preeminent scientists argued that the emissions of increasing industrializations are causing the planet's temperature to rise and in turn its climate to grow less predictable. They claim the disruption will grow far more severe if rapid action is not taken. Investigate this one. Sounds like something that we would do, right? Yeah.
Reaching the end of an
Also giving us that
ideology
science
axis
booster once again.
isn't extremely
Now
useful.
we are reaching an
of it
era
as being
where
focused, yes?
production is going to be
Very
quite
goal-oriented.
important. So we definitely should ramp up production. I think science is really fine now. I'm going to stop the science because look at that. It would take me 28 turns to finish one of these planes there now. If we continue on our current path. So what I would like to do is instead, I would like to focus a bit more on industry now. There we have the water mill. We do have, wait a second, Aachen, do we have river? Yes, we do. So let's finish some industry buildings here first, infrastructure projects, and then I'm focusing a bit more on the maker quarters because let's face it, we need it. We need a lot of that industry bonus if we want to make some serious planes or plane commissions or whatever. Here we also stop it and then we focus right on the industry. And then I might just push some maker quarters. By the way, we should have, here, some very good areas for that. Right, let's push it. For those 2 cities, that's not going to be enough though. Munich, that's too late. In Worms, we can still get something big up though. Right, so Worms can be our next big science area, production area. So we still have some nice adjacency bonuses here that we can use. And here, and probably here, yes. And then also some of these projects that we still haven't finished yet. We don't have a river, so let's get rid of the water mill there. Vienna, nope, let's refuse this one. In Vienna we have 500. We're doing everything we can already. Not looking so bad in the new world. We have Rotterdam that can still, where we are going to stop completely now the research quarters, and we're pushing everything that we have into maker quarters. And there we have also the resolution of the event. After long and careful study, your scientists present the results of their studies. Their findings make for bleak reading. Flash fires and coastal flooding will ravage countless communities in the decades to come. How should we act? Change it or stasis? Accept donations from fossil fuel magnates and ignore the scientists' findings. We do get some prosperous event out of that, but going away from world, let's go with change it over productive. On my cities, I do need more industry though.
I am listening.
The English have some tea for us. Marble, perfect. We do get the industry that we want. And marble I don't have yet, plus porcelain there. I'll take it. A bit of here that we can use. Poles, nothing, but they had quite a bit already. The Ming will probably never have something anymore. We're still at endless war with the Mexicans, so that is definitely a bit bugged out here. Since we conquered them a bit early on, they're not going to be happy with us anymore at all, right? There's no way I can do anything with them, the Mexicans, other than probably completely destroy them in the process. Yes, I should also take more territories there with some artisan quarters on top of it to get those resources. The uranium might be then something, but there's nothing else here. Saffron we would have, right? In the upcoming territories. Very good, but also still pretty challenging. Stay tuned.